Violence in Akwatia by-election demands arrest of NDC Vice Chair Azoka.
So if they haven't seen what you guys have dutifully circulated in the media, at least we have provided for them so that they can take full account of what happened and take the necessary step to bring sanity by punishing this individual.
Yagbonra calls for ceasefire in Binyiri after deadly land clashes.
And so he's sending this word to you that they are interested in resolving it. But it doesn't mean that their ears are not on the ground. And so if we are resolving it, we must resolve it and resolve it well.
And later, commercial, domestic life disrupted as roadworks trigger water shortage in Awutu Breku in the central region.
Ever since they started working on the main road, the water situation is getting worse.
I feel cry baby. When you woke up beside say, thank you for no consent.
In Channel One business. Investors receive 2 billion Ghana cedis as Cocoa Board resumes cocoa bill payments. And in Channel One sports. Former chairman of the Parliamentary Select Committee on Sports, Wisdom, Kobla Mensah Wayome warns Black Stars ahead of Mali clash after Chad setback. Let's settle for the details of our stories now. The New Patriotic Party has officially petitioned the Inspector General of Police demanding the immediate arrest of 3 individuals linked to violent incidents during the recent Akwatia by-election. Those cited include Chief Sofo Azoka, National Vice Chairman of the opposition NDC, Abdul Wahab Amadu, Communications Officer for the NDC in Abuakwa North, and an unidentified man captured on video slapping the NPP's third Vice Chairman, Alhaji Masaudu Osman. According to the NPP, the 3 engaged in acts of violence and intimidation, including threats directed at the minority leader, Alexander Penyo-Markin. Speaking to the media after submitting the petition, the NPP's Director of Communications, Richard Ahiagba, urged the police to act swiftly, stressing that holding the perpetrators accountable will be key to deterring political violence in future elections.
We want the police, as if they haven't seen it, we have brought it to their attention. Evidence on pen drive has been included with the petition. So if they haven't seen what you guys have dutifully circulated in the media, at least we have provided for them so that they can take full account of what happened and take the necessary step to bring sanity by punishing these individuals, not only for the sake of punishing them, but to create a certain standing deterrent for all who would want to copy such behavior, and that our democracy will not tolerate that, and that is not part of how we want to engage ourselves in a democratic process. So that's the reason we came, and we are very happy, even though we didn't have the opportunity to extensively discuss with the IGP. Was gracious enough to give us a few moments, and then had promised that we can come in and see him. So we are working on appointment to see him later on, if need be, to discuss the petition further.
Management of the Greater Accra Regional Hospital has revealed that only 1 out of its 5 elevators is currently operational at the facility, a situation hindering effective service delivery. Despite significant funds committed to preventive maintenance, the hospital's lifts have broken down, forcing patients and staff to endure long delays. Briefing members of Parliament's Health Committee during their visit, the Director of Medical Services, Dr. Leslie Adams Zakaria, warned that patients may soon have no choice but to rely on the hospital's walkways if urgent steps are not taken to resolve the problem. Channel One News' Mia Yukweokan reports.
The Health Committee of Parliament on Thursday paid a weekend visit to the Greater Accra Regional Hospital, where management expressed concern over the breakdown of the facility's elevators. Out of 5 installed, only 1 is currently operational, significantly impeding service delivery.
For preventive maintenance, we pay so much on preventive maintenance, and still we have about 5 lifts. Only 1 is working as we speak, and we have reserved that for movement of patients. If that one too breaks down, then we'll be forced to use the breezeway, the ramp we used to climb up when we're going to the 4th floor.
At the Labour Ward, management raised additional concerns about limited bed capacity and insufficient human resources, which continue to put pressure on healthcare delivery.
Bed availability and human resource. So just behind you, there are some chairs there. People sit on. Sometimes, I dare say, for a day. I mean, it is not the best. Yes, because the place is full. The place is full. There's no bed. And you can't, I mean, sometimes you tell them to look at other facilities and they don't want to go. It's yes here. So what we do is that we put measures in place so that when we are doing the review, we also go there and review them. But obviously, it is not the best.
Health workers also voiced frustration over the absence of accommodation facilities at the hospital.
We all don't stay here, and it's a major challenge. You talk to my nurses, they take 2 or 3 trucks before they get to work. If you live at Kaswa and you work at Range, it's a major problem. So these are some of the things that, it's not everything that is about money, but little things will go a long way to make the nurse happy at work.
As for accommodation, it's a major issue. We have people coming from Dodowa, Amasama. I come from Kaswa on a daily basis. So it's a major issue. Yes, we have very few. What we have on campus, we're giving to the house officers. And even the house officers, just about a quarter or a fifth of them who have accommodation. So it's a major challenge.
Chairman of the Health Committee, Dr. Mark Ket Nawani, reiterated the group's strong condemnation of recent assaults on health workers at the facility.
The Select Committee of Health will never support anybody who comes here for whatever reason to come and misbehave or to come and have exchanges with the staff. And we'll also use this opportunity to advise the staff to communicate more in the minister's words, for whatever reason. This type of behavior was unacceptable in a facility like this. You can't come to work and you are not safe. You can't give out your best if you are not safe.
The government has reiterated its threats to shut down MultiChoice Ghana if the company fails to reduce subscription fees. Minister of Communications, Digital Technology and Innovation, Sam George, has set September 6, 2025 as the deadline, warning that services will be halted if negotiations do not yield results. Meanwhile, concerns are mounting over President John Mahama's dismissal of Chief Justice Gertrude Tokonu, a move that has sparked intense debate about judicial independence. Joining us now is a Member of Parliament for Zabzugu, Alassane Umar. He sits on both the Judiciary and Communication Committees in Parliament, positioning him to provide insights into these critical national issues. Many thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, let's begin with the
pleasure to be here.
It's a pleasure to have you. Let's begin with the DSTV issues. Now, Sam George says DSTV has until September 6th to cut prices or face a shutdown. Is Parliament fully backing this hardline directive?
Well, it is, I would say so. Parliament, we give, our committee gives Sam George 100% support. The Communication Committee of Parliament support Honorable Sam George to ensure that Ghanaians benefit. And as you know, the NDC government came in to do a resetting agenda. And so there's no reason why DSTV do not want to listen to consumers. It's unacceptable that even when our currency was nothing to talk about, still, today, DSTV don't want to. They have refused
to reduce prices.
To reduce prices.
But won't shutting down a multinational like DSTV or multi-choice scare off investors, especially since we're looking for foreign direct investment in the country?
Well, if you look at it, the basis of it shutting it down is that when you look at the Electronic Communication Act, it states it that government will have to protect, the NCA will be protecting consumers. And they must. So if NCA comes out to point out certain derogatory or raise concerns about consumers, don't forget, the NCA people too are also consumers. I'm a consumer also. And so there's no reason why DSTV provides services in Ghana, in Nigeria, in Kenya, in South Africa. Their rates, if you convert our currency, their rates are far cheaper than ours. That's the concern.
Yes, the minister mentioned that.
Exactly.
But isn't it time Ghana stops relying on DSTV or stops relying heavily on DSTV and invests seriously in homegrown solutions? Is it about time that we
exactly
look into
the point Honorable Sam George is talking about. DSTV today is practicing monopoly.
Yeah.
And so we sit here to invite other providers who can equally compete with DSTV to come into Ghana so that prices will be determined by consumers.
So you're giving a call to
other
investors.
Investors. Yes.
All right. So beyond the tough talk, what real action is your committee taking to protect consumers without killing industry growth?
Well, and that is why maybe when Parliament resumes, if the matter is not settled, the committee will sit with the minister and then we'll also invite the DSTV to see the way forward. But for now, DSTV must listen to the minister and obey.
What happens to the staff? They're Ghanaians, are they not?
Yeah, they are Ghanaians, but are we not also Ghanaians? They are shortchanging us. DSTV is we can't say that it's not a national asset, but at least it's a private company. It's set up for profit.
Right.
It's a profit-making company. So if they are getting profit and we're asking them to reduce it based on the circumstances and they don't want to do it, then we must insist that they do it.
Let's turn our attention now to the removed Chief Justice. Now, the dismissal of Chief Justice, it shocked a lot of people. Does this not risk shaking public trust in the independence of the judiciary?
On the contrary, this is rather going to increase public trust in the judiciary and the separation of powers. Few years, not even far. Have you heard these days, do you hear about FC?
No.
7090, as if the judges cannot dissent? Ghanaians lost trust in the judiciary. And so their resetting agenda is on, is to bring trust into the judiciary. And you know, any country, for the environment, investment environment to grow, you must have strong regulatory environment, which is part of trust in the judiciary.
Was your committee consulted at all, or was this purely an executive decision?
I think so.
Purely an executive decision?
I'm yet to, I think so. It's an executive decision. It's the president who set up, I think the procedure, if you look at it, that is why the argument, the debate is on. Did the president follow the procedure? Yes. Article 146, did it trigger him? Yes. Did the president go to the, did somebody submit a petition? Yes. Did the president send it to the Council of State? Yes. Did he set up a committee to review it? Yes. Did the committee come back with its recommendation? Yes. Would the president change the committee recommendation? Then why did he set the committee?
So then there was, critics are saying that there was nothing but politics at play. You don't agree?
How could that be? The president, Mahama didn't term it like the other time. When other President Akufo-Addo said he was a conveyor belt. Under Charlotte Osei. When they submitted petition to evict or remove or sack Charlotte Osei, the president said he was a conveyor belt. But under President Mahama, he didn't say he's a conveyor belt. He followed the process.
But there were more than 3 petitions, but it seems it was just one petition that was used to finally sack her.
We are yet to read the report. The committee that investigated it is yet to submit the report for us to review.
All right. Member of Parliament for Zabzugu Alasan Umar, thank you so much for speaking to us on
It's my pleasure, and thank you so much.
It's a pleasure. Let's move on to some other stories now. The Adabraka District Court has adjourned to October 9, 2025, the murder case of the late immigration officer Stephen King Amwa. Thursday's sitting coincided with exactly 2 months since his disappearance and subsequent death. ChannelOne News' Rachel Engman has more.
The prime suspect, Bright Away, and the second accused, Tomaziga, appeared before the Adabraka District Court on Thursday. Prosecutors requested additional time to conduct forensic examinations and pursue further investigations. The judge granted their request, remanding the accused into custody for another month. Counsel for the second accused, Gordon Abuaji, reiterated his client's innocence but pressed for disclosure of their detention location.
So the court should grant access to our client. We cannot find him where we knew he was being kept. He's not there. So they should grant access. But then they have agreed that they will grant us access, but they will not tell anybody in public. So once they tell us, we will go and then visit them.
Following the hearing, the bereaved family expressed disappointment over the adjournment. They also demanded the retrieval of missing body parts of the deceased to allow for a proper burial.
Amamle kwa so kwa 40 days ya tenasi janechi ba we apart 40 days ho ti ne kwa ya mbusum ye no court of no ya gbe say fise ni pa ne de che no ko ye nyi dede pe say aban hweyen is ya ye dede day 1 day 2 third day kwa be ye dede and then the fourth is ye nyi dede e jama ban no so aye de obeye ni mo anya dia nyi dede ne be koso akopim say
The presiding judge cautioned relatives not to take the law into their own hands, warning that such actions could result in legal consequences. However, emotions spilled over after proceedings when the deceased aunt invoked curses, calling on the gods to deal with anyone connected to her nephew's death. Meanwhile, the funeral of the slain immigration officer has been scheduled for September 21, 2025 at the SDA Church in Old Tafo.
The murder case of the late 38-year-old immigration officer Stephen King Amwa has been adjourned to October 9, 2025 to allow investigations continue. Reporting for ChannelOne News, I am Rachel Engman.
A 20-year-old man, Kojo Bright, has tragically died after he was allegedly stabbed during a dispute over a plastic chair at Ashanti New Town in the Menchia South constituency of the Ashanti region. The incident, which occurred on Thursday, September 4, 2025, reportedly began as a misunderstanding between the deceased and the suspect at a local snooker game center. According to the victim's mother, Georgina Yeboah, the initial altercation had been resolved. However, the suspect allegedly returned later and stabbed Kojo in the neck. Kojo Bright was rushed to the Komfanochi Teaching Hospital, where doctors pronounced him dead on arrival. The suspect is currently on the run, and police have launched a manhunt as investigations continue.
I'm also a toilet. Me man person. To appear, and I'm who's a baby. I bet I have a short night. And I night to a friend. One was what in the phone. A man I've seen why they a man. And I miss one what when they did were yet. Or ban or then it's a good one. To be pay me true as the one number who said, Sister Bitna, what yet? Right in there, you was who be we had twice to get to chop a basic. I whoa. Now, why you what did not can or money and none when I can't do a low over than I so often. It's not so mad to one month, and I make a papa container for that. You papa, you quite nice say or no.
Residents of Breku, the capital of the Awutu Senya district, are reeling under an acute water shortage following the destruction of supply lines caused by ongoing road construction works. The situation has taken a heavy toll on both domestic and commercial users. Channel One News' Central Regional Correspondent Akwesiadu has more in this report.
A potential outbreak of water-related diseases looms large, as many residents who cannot afford sachet or bottled water are now relying on unsafe dugouts for drinking and other household needs. For months, not a single drop of water has flowed through taps in Breku. The crisis began when supply lines were damaged during the redesign and expansion of the Kaswa-Winneba stretch of the N1 highway by contractor Fremont Constructions Limited. Frustrated residents say the situation has hit them hard.
We are having our festival within this week. It's very sad that we don't have access to pipe water, which, during festival, people come from near and afar. And imagine there's no water around. So it has been very difficult, especially within this festive season. Ever since they started working on the main road, the water situation is getting worse.
I feel cry baby.
Livelihoods have also been affected. Efia Kakra, a local cocoa seller, told Channel One News she has been forced to suspend her business because of the water shortage. Though the Awutu Senya Municipal Assembly has attempted to ease the situation with water tankers, residents describe the intervention as woefully inadequate. Member of Parliament for Awutu Senya West, Gisela Agbotuitete, speaking to Channel One News, called on Ghana Water Limited to urgently intervene by working hand in hand with the contractor to restore the damaged pipelines. She also lamented the worsening pollution of the Ayensu River by illegal mining activities, which has further deepened the water crisis.
From Budibram all the way, everybody's water pipes have been either cut into or otherwise. And when we tried to restore them, we found out that they were actually in pretty bad shape. So they're going to have to lay new ones. But that will come with the progress of the road, unfortunately. So for a temporary measure, we've had to do a few boreholes, and also we've had to supply tanker water services to the community, which we'll continue to do. Once we get potable water for them, we have to do that. But this is not how, road construction sometimes has a lot of other inconveniences that if the contractors don't do the proper planning for it.
Meanwhile, Ghana Water Limited, in an official statement, attributed the shortage to technical challenges linked to deterioration of the raw water source at the Kwanyaku water treatment plant.
For several months, Not even a single drop of water has run through this pipe, sending residents here into a very difficult situation. For the Channel One Newsroom, I am Akwasi Ado, Awutubreku, Central Region.
President John Dramani Mahama says government is putting in place a new policy to ensure that Ghana's missions abroad operate from state-owned facilities instead of rented premises. Speaking at the swearing-in of 18 newly appointed ambassadors, high commissioners and protocol officers at the Jubilee House in Accra on Thursday, President Mahama said Ghana spends over $15 million every year on rent for missions abroad, a practice he described as unsustainable and wasteful. Channel One News' presidential correspondent Takusia Ocho reports.
The ceremony held at the seat of government is a crucial step in strengthening diplomatic ties, enhancing international cooperation, and advancing the nation's interests abroad. The newly appointed envoys took 3 oaths: the oath of allegiance, the oath of secrecy, and the oath of office. In his address, the president urged the diplomats to serve with integrity and uphold the good name of the country.
Your responsibilities go beyond representation. They also require strong leadership and sound administration. Your staff must be guided with fairness, respect, and a sense of shared purpose. The image of Ghana abroad is not only shaped by what you say, but also how you manage, serve, and uphold the dignity of every Ghanaian citizen that is under your care.
With Ghana spending large sums annually on rent for diplomatic missions, the president gave clear orders to halt the rising accommodation costs.
Ghana cannot continue spending a staggering more than $15 million every year on renting properties abroad for our diplomatic use. This is not a judicious use of taxpayers' resources, and the reset agenda requires an immediate reversal of this trend. And that is why Cabinet has promptly approved the STRIDE initiative. And STRIDE refers to the strategic transition from rental to developing our own properties. I've tasked the Ministers for Foreign Affairs and Finance to work urgently to resolve this long-standing challenge.
Ghana's ambassador to Washington, accepting the honor, stated that the country's relationships with the international community will be deepened.
Our relationships with other nations lie in the dynamism of our economic ties. Trade, investments, and innovation will be our focus to enrich lives and create jobs in Ghana. We will work to deepen these economic partnerships around the world to create strong and enduring economic alliances.
But already, some of these diplomats have set their targets.
I have already, even before I took office, I've started engaging some Ghanaians who live in the UK. They're going to be my priority. I have to engage them because we are going to be there for them. The reason why we are there, so that when they need us, they are in trouble. And I also improve consular services.
I'll use my position as the incoming ambassador and permanent representative to the UN to drive home clearly the need for increased support for the government of Ghana and indeed the ECOWAS region to deal with the menace of the instability that we are seeing in the Sahel. So any trouble in the Sahel could have its cascading ripple effects in not only in the countries immediately surrounding Burkina, Mali, and Niger, but within the wider continent.
This is still the Channel One Newsroom on Channel One TV. Still to come. Investors receive 2 billion Ghana cedis as Cocoa Board resumes cocoa bill payments. We'll tell you more shortly. Do stay.
You look amazing. Have you discovered a new secret to staying healthy these days?
Actually, I have. It's called SOS Advance. It is a health supplement manufactured in the UK with 11 essential oils like frankincense, black seed, oregano, and neems, all powered by nanotechnology.
Wow, that's impressive. What does it do?
SOS Advanced supports your immune system against invading pathogens, including viruses, bacteria, and toxins. It also provides antioxidant effects to help combat free radicals and reduce oxidative stress on your body.
Wow, I really need this. Like, I've been feeling off lately, but I can't pinpoint exactly what the problem is.
Oh, easy. I think you should get it. You can find it at every pharmacy nearby.
There's a pharmacy here! Let's go! Thank you. I beg his wound's pain.
Pregnant and lactating mothers should contact their physicians. This advert is FDA approved.
Kwame and his uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame? As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, mommy.
I'm the second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again? Now I understand the whole delay. Trotro from Kaswa. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be late?
Of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. You go be the luckiest. Go be from Georgia, be luckiest. From not the block, she be luckiest. Yeah, you go be luckiest. No matter what you're luckiest. Everybody go be that luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Send your God down for boom. If you're poor, what's that? So would the coming of the Son of Man be. Is that his car?
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompts and let destiny handle the rest.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
Hey Ghana, so you people know Miss Brother once more. If you knew, it's your boy. Kill them all, kill them all. But this time, I'm not only killing mosquitoes, I am killing the greats. See? This wouldn't have been possible if I didn't have the perfect mosquito-free atmosphere. Thank you, Out Insecticide. And yeah, Out Mosquito Coil. For a mosquito-free atmosphere, trust Out to... You are not serious.
Out Insecticide. So ya boa, faha.
You're welcome back. This is Channel One Newsroom. Next is Channel One Business with Neteli Netiajaho.
Channel One Business is brought to you by MTN and EcoBank.
How may I help you today?
We'd like to open a bank account.
Sign here, sign here, sign here, and here. And now you draw direction to your house. I need your thumbprint. And I'll need your birth certificate too. No, I need the original.
A lot has changed since you banked like this. So have we. We've made it easier than ever to open an account online and bank on the go through our mobile app, online banking, and more. EcoBank, a better way to bank your way.
Sign here, and here.
EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
How are you doing?
I'm good, and you?
I'm very well. I'm kicking myself for not investing in the cocoa
board bills. Yeah, it's some good news for them. At least they've started making some payments.
Yeah, give us the details.
Okay. Now, the Ghana Cocoa Board has disbursed 2 billion Ghana cedis in coupon payments to investors holding its restructured cocoa bills. The payments were made on Monday, September 1, 2025, marking a significant step in the institution's ongoing efforts to rebuild market confidence. Here is more.
The reclassification of cocoa bills into bonds followed the domestic debt exchange program, a process that mainly impacted commercial banks. Sources close to the transaction reveal that Cocoa Board has assured investors of timely settlement of coupon payments worth 1.9 billion cedis due in 2026 and 2027, as well as repayment of the principal. Local banks acted as transaction advisors to facilitate the restructuring. Cocoa Board in recent months has embarked on aggressive measures to clean its balance sheet, settle arrears, and restore financial stability in order to support cocoa purchases. Industry watchers say these moves are already yielding results, particularly in clearing debts owed to suppliers. Analysts believe the restructuring could enhance Cocoa Board's ability to secure fresh capital at lower borrowing costs, bolstering its purchasing power for the next crop season. Meanwhile, Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Johnson Isiama, disclosed that Cocoa Board is expecting over $4 billion in inflows from international buyers under a new pre-financing arrangement. This deal is projected to not only fund upcoming cocoa purchases, but also strengthen Ghana's foreign reserves and support the stability of the cedi.
Now, with just 2 days to go until Ghana's biggest celebration of homegrown creativity, the This is Ghana exhibition, sponsors say this year's edition will be most exciting, yet promising unbeatable deals and a vibrant experience. My colleague Nashi Kasiza has more in this report.
This weekend, Accra will buzz with activity as ChannelOne Television and City FM's This is Ghana exhibition takes over the Efua Sutherland Children's Park. The event, known as the country's largest platform for showcasing locally made products, services and innovations, will offer 2 full days of shopping, networking, culture and cuisine. Visitors can expect exclusive discounts, flash deals and limited time shopping offers available only at the exhibition. Some of these year's sponsors have been sharing what patrons can look forward to at this highly anticipated event.
We're really excited about the This is Ghana event, as always we are. We are interested in seeing all the wonderful Ghanaian producers, manufacturers, and as a Ghanaian company ourselves, we are excited to celebrate every time Ghanaian companies do well. So that's why we are participating in this.
So we have agreed to be a partner of This is Ghana exhibition for the single purpose that we want to use it also to educate the Ghanaian public a lot more about the necessity to export made in Ghana products and what it would take for any SME to do this. And we are also going to use the opportunity to scout for new companies, scout for new products.
For GEPA, participating in this event, one of our core objectives is to identify businesses who are export ready. And for those who are not export ready, we are here to help you. We are here to coach you and give you the needed advice so that you can also prepare your product.
The This is Ghana Exhibition 2025 is powered by ChannelOne Television and City FM with support from MTN, EcoBank, side hustle by EK Brand Consult, the Ghana Enterprises Agency, the Ghana Export Promotion Authority, and Ghana Exim Bank. Twelum Industrial Company Limited and Built Financial Technologies are also on board for this year's edition.
This weekend, Accra will gather at the Efua Sutherland Children's Park to celebrate Ghanaian enterprise, culture and innovation. Don't miss out on all the exclusive discounts as well as the excitement. Reporting for ChannelOne Business, I am Nashika Caesar.
Let's now check how the local currency is performing on the interbank market. And that's all for Channel One Business. I am Netele Neti Ajahu. Over to you, No.
Thank you very much, Netele. Let's do some other stories now. The overlord of the Gonja Kingdom, Yagbungra B. Kunto Jeuswale I, has appealed for a ceasefire in Bingiri and other communities rocked by violent clashes over land. He emphasized his commitment, together with his people, to finding a lasting solution to the dispute and expressed readiness to smoke the peace pipe in the spirit of reconciliation.
The Yagbonrua lamented that despite repeated appeals for calm, certain unwarranted activities continue in the affected areas, threatening to undermine efforts to restore peace. He made these remarks when the Director General of the National Disaster Management Organization, NADMO, Dr. Joseph Bikanyi Kuyon, paid a courtesy call on him at the Jakba Palace.
The fact that they are interested in resolving the matter doesn't mean that things are not happening on the ground, and that we should speak to the other side to stop what they are doing. Because even yesterday, he had a message that immediately the Brave Force get to know that you are a Gonja, they still attack you, and they beat someone to the extent that he was taken to the War Hospital, and the fellow passed just yesterday. And so he's sending this word to you that they are interested in resolving it.
Dr. Kuyon assured the overlord of NADMO's commitment to restoring calm and normalcy. Speaking to the media after the visit, he revealed that NADMO has mobilized resources to support displaced residents caught in the clashes between Gonjas and Brave Force over land ownership. He therefore disclosed plans to visit the affected areas to engage key stakeholders from both sides in a bid to forestall peace and development.
I was to sit in Accra and do this coordination, was sending the logistics that they need immediately. So we send food items, we send operational equipment that my people here, together with the other disaster management committee members, need to be able to operate effectively. That was done. The support given so far, I think, has been enough per the assessment made. And even the report I got when I came since yesterday, we send blankets, we send food items, we send basic detergent or cleaning materials to ensure that people that are in camps have those necessary things that will make life a bit bearable for them.
You're still watching the Channel One Newsroom with me, Eno Selfa, still to come. Former chairman of the Parliamentary Select Committee on Sports, Wisdom, Kobla Mensah Woyome, warns Black Stars ahead of Mali clash after Chad setback. Don't go away. We'll be right back with the details.
Let's talk hemorrhoids. Hemorrhoids are normal structures located in the anus of all mammals.
But it is only man who suffers hemorrhoidal disease because of the erect posture we have assumed and the squatting that we do to empty our bowel. Hemorrhoids consist of a special type of blood vessels which fill with blood when we are moving our bowel and help to cushion the anus against the force of transmitting the stool. Afterwards, they empty their blood, collapse, help seal the anus to maintain continence. Over time, these vessels lose the elasticity of their walls, become dilated, permanently filled with blood, leading to congestion of the hemorrhoids. The symptoms of hemorrhoids are bleeding and prolapse of the hemorrhoids when passing stool, itching and feeling of warmth in the anus and anal discharge. Laser, ligature, and longo are the modern, minimally invasive, most effective and painless methods of treating hemorrhoids today.
Muntaba Hospital, first Ghana Colorectal Center, in to serve a peculiar health need.
Kwame and his uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, mommy.
The second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again?
Now I understand the whole delay. Troll from Kaswati. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be late,
of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. Yeah, you go be the luckiest. Go be from Georgia, be luckiest. From not the cause she be luckiest. Me and you go be luckiest. No bag of wire, luckiest. Everybody go be that luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Senya God the apple boom. If you put it toye, so would the coming of the son of man be. Is that his car?
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompts and let destiny handle the rest.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
The City Business Olympics is back! It's all about team building, networking, and staying healthy. Which game will your company participate in this year? Is it 7-a-side football, volleyball, swimming, basketball, or sack race? Rally your teammates and get ready for action. Date, Saturday, September 27, 2025. Time, 8 a.m. Venue, Eden Heights Sports Complex. Call 0558-973-973 to register your company today. Let's keep fit, grow connections, and enjoy a day full of energy and excitement. It's powered by City FM with support from ChannelOne TV.
In a world filled with challenges, we all need guidance, hope, and a lifeline to anchor us.
This is Lifeline, and I'm your host, Fred Crunchy Mensa.
From social issues, relationship challenges, and family matters, Lifeline is here to inspire, uplift, and guide you on your journey.
Where we give you support, where we hold your hand through the valley and through the thick and thins of life.
Join Bishop Fred Crunchy Mensa.
I welcome you especially to Lifeline.
Every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 p.m. right here on ChannelOne TV. Let's walk this path together, strengthen our faith, our families, and our lives. Lifeline, because every soul deserves a guiding light. Tune in to Lifeline on ChannelOne TV and let's grow together.
You're welcome back to the Channel One Newsroom with me, Inusafu. Next is Channel One Sports with Bernard Abekuatri. Abeku, is that what the Black Stars did?
But we're still on top of the group.
Still on what top of what?
With 16 points.
How do we come out with that score, that final score?
It's weird.
Is it
Chad,
weird?
Yeah.
1-1.
For Chad, we all expected the Black Stars to be
at least beat them like
7.
Spell their name.
Yeah, but we've got Mali to play. Later we'll play the Central African Republic. Then we'll play Comoros. We've gotten a chance.
Sure. We'll be calculating very soon, but give us the details.
Let's get into it, shall we now? Former chairman of the Parliamentary Select Committee on Sport, Wisdom Kwabla Mensah Woyome, has cautioned the Black Stars against repeating the uninspiring display they produced against Chad in their Matchday 7 fixture of the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. The Stars missed the chance to extend their lead at the top of Group I, a setback that makes their upcoming clash with Mali on Monday at the Accra Sports Stadium even more challenging.
I normally would not want to be one of the thousands of coaches in addition to Ado. Normally, if you know my style. However, I wasn't happy. It was as if our team was so slow and they delayed on the ball, and they were always, playing the ball within their own half. They were not pushing forward. And those are some of the observations. To just suppose what I saw today, what we saw earlier, the first game against them in Accra, I mean, you could see how very active our players played, and that resulted in the margins we saw earlier. And so this one, I mean, there's a little sort of sluggishness or some laid-back kind of attitude. I don't know. So I'm sure Otto and his team should probably look at it. I don't know. The report, if it's available, we'll be happy to look at it. I mean, what actually accounted for what we saw. I mean, if this is the way we are going to go into the Malian game on Monday, I don't know.
Let's move into the international front. And Daniel Levy has stepped down as executive chairman of Tottenham Hotspur, ending a tenure that's lasted nearly 25 years. Levy, who took charge in December 2000 after purchasing a stake in the club from Lord Alan Sugar, had been the longest-serving chairman in the Premier League. Over more than 2 decades, he oversaw the development of Tottenham Hotspur's state-of-the-art training grounds and the construction of a Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, regarded as one of the most advanced arenas in European football. During his tenure, Spurs won the League Cup and the Europa League in May, as well as reaching the UEFA Champions League under Mauricio Pochettino. Oh, that's the very latest from the world of sport. And I am Bernard Abeku-Audrey. Over to you. But before I go, would you be at the Accra Sports Stadium on Monday?
No.
Why?
I can't bet on the Black Stars anymore, and I don't want any more heartbreaks. So if they win, all well and good, because we all want to go to the World Cup.
No, this is you.
This is me.
Yeah.
And I'm a massive, I'm like #1 supporter of the Black Stars,
Yeah.
But they've been breaking my heart.
The team didn't lose.
No, we didn't lose, but we're not supposed to get 1-1 with Chad, are they?
No, but that's a point out of 3. And it places Ghana on top still with 16 points.
Please, Abeku, don't come and, don't.
I'll be here to tell you on Monday. This is your show.
Do that. All right, but that's how we wrap up on the Channel One Newsroom. Let's do a recap of our headline stories. President John Mahama moves to save millions by ending rent for missions abroad. NPP petitions IGP over violence in Ekwatia by-election, demands arrest of NDC Vice Chair Azoka. Yagbonra calls for ceasefire in Bingiri after deadly land clashes. Commercial and domestic life disrupted as roadworks trigger water shortage in Ewitu Breku in the central region. Do visit our website, channel1newsonline.com, for information on our top stories and more. Subscribe to Channel One TV on YouTube for more exclusive video content from Channel One TV. Download the Channel One TV app on Google Play Store and the App Store. I am Inosafu. Many thanks for watching.